We need to have some real talk about homelessness, Santa Cruz. We're kind of all over the map. It's not even intersecting circles, and we've got to find where we share our collective challenge of homelessness. Because if you're over there and we're over here and we're not agreeing, homeless people should move. Why are they coming here? We have to make it so unkind that they'll get out of here, criminalize them, lock them up, count those syringes, or don't close the camps, end the camping ban, defund the police. Those are so far apart, and yet we need to find a space in the middle, because these are people who suffer sleeping outside right now, and both parties, both sides, all quadrants have turned their back on the people suffering sleeping outside. And let me tell you what's happening out there. The lowest common denominator rules the roost. When I say that, I mean the most aggressive, the most meth-addled heroin dealer, bike chopper, whatever. These are really things that happen out there. It's not that I'm now going over to this hater side. I've been shepherding an encampment of easily 100 people at Hell's Trail and the Felker area Camp Paradise over the last 10 months, pulling their trash out every week, working with the city to bring trash out. We're working with Wrong Perigo, working with every camper, and also offering storage, laundry, showers, electrical charging, and donation materials. People coming in here on the regular. I'm not city or county funded with this program, so I'm of the people. This is a people's program. We use the nonprofit concept and private property to do it, but it's really funded and supported by you, Santa Cruz residents. WarmingCenterProgram.com, check it out. But the lowest common denominator, and you have the most vulnerable people camping nearby. What's happening is people are preying on homelessness. The biggest crime in the homeless population is homeless on homeless crime. I have a video of somebody, one of my own clients, stealing a bike from a sleeping person, another client in the hallway the other night. It breaks my heart that occurred. We're trying to improve the conditions. When we as Santa Cruz have turned our back on the problem and let these camps fester, like they do, and many of our most vulnerable people, elderly people, there's a bike shop, and I hate that term, 6 tents in San Lorenzo Park with pieces of bikes in every single one of them, and it's one dude, and there's a tumble-down tent really nearby with no tarp on it, with a wheelchair out in front of it, with a woman inside of it. And they're not interacting. Guess what? If she actually leaves her purse outside, do you think it'll be there in 2 hours? It will not. I don't mean to be disparaging to this population. There are people I love, people I know. A lot of bad dudes come in to use this program. The agreement is they can't bring stolen property in here, but they have a right to get socks and hand warmers and a hoodie. And how do we turn ourselves inside out, Santa Cruz, and stop turning our back on camps? We need you capable men and women to go into these spaces and serve food. Make lasagna. Bring all your extra toiletries in your food and just interact with people and say, hey, what's going on? What's going on? What do you need? Wow, that tent looks like it can use some tent stakes and some tie downs. Rain's coming. Before the rain, we should all be going into these camps and taking care of our people. Wherever light is shining, as a Christian metaphor, darkness cannot be there. And right now, these camps are ruled by darkness. When I say light, I just mean you. Your compassion, your love. I would like to see you in these spaces. I visited every tent in San Lorenzo Park last week, a week and a half ago, and what I discovered were some things I was a little bit surprised at. There were some people who were so needy and so in so much pain and so freezing at night. And then right next door, there's a guy with a burn barrel with 20 bicycles in a tent and creating a huge bunch of smoke, and he's not inviting anybody over. There's a generator just serving just a few people. Where's the community warmth? Where's the community food process? Where's the community meeting? Where's community at all? Where are we? I know I'm asking a bunch of random questions here. We're trying to institute for everybody who sleeps outside, and this is actually developed with agreement and participation by the people in the Felker camp and many other spaces. We realize that wherever we are camping in Santa Cruz, that we are our unintentional hosts, and we want to be good neighbors. We don't want to trespass, and we want to steal from you. We want to be good neighbors. We don't want to steal from each other. We want to start taking care of each other, make sure everybody has what they need. No longer do aggressive people rule the roost. We don't beat down people for when we're regulating. We make sure everybody has what they need, and we make sure everyone's safe. We deal with our poop. We deal with our garbage appropriately. We use our substances just like you all do at home, inside your home. You don't get all high and go tumbling out onto the street and lay about. So we don't do that in our homeless camps either. We begin to have a sense of savvy for those of us who are facing substance use disorders and profound abuse of these substances. We need to talk as a community while the county is taking all the money, and while they're doing the COVID, and while they're pretending to get everybody home at Housing Matters as people suffer all over the street. The federal paradigm of Housing First is housing farce. In every city, everywhere, it hasn't shown to have ended homelessness or vastly even improved homelessness. You see anywhere, homelessness is mushrooming out of control. It's a community story that it improves and heals its homeless problem. We don't rely on these government agencies that are just running one narrow pathway about using your tax dollars or getting people home where they can't even show that more than half of the people they put at home fell back out of housing. It's just not working. So let's abandon them like we've abandoned homelessness, and let's turn around and face homelessness as a community. We need to start demanding some better things about the camping experience. It's here with us forever now, okay? Homelessness is with us. We're not ending homelessness. Anybody who says ending homelessness through this, that, or the other, tell them to be quiet. It's a lie. They're just trying to get your money and your awareness away from the real problem of homelessness, where homelessness lives, outside in a tent or in a doorway. It's still there while they're... So let's get away from my little critique here. I know it was abusive and difficult, and it may hurt my ability to work with y'all in the future, but that's the way it is, right? We who live in Santa Cruz and Santa Cruz County demand a new paradigm. We want to raise the floor of experience of people who sleep outside to something more clean, safe, dignifying, appropriate, that we would demand for ourselves. We need a transitional encampment process, simply a certification permit process. It doesn't exist. Why? City Council voted on it unanimously a year and a half ago, but the city manager's office walked it back. We're not talking about where it can be. We just need the opportunity for a nonprofit to apply for a permit. And that includes, if you look on warmingcenterprogram.com, pull down tab Transitional Encampments with all the data from all the successful spaces all over the Northwest and lots of information. A community engagement process like we did here. How did that douchebag Brent Adams do a homeless services program in an office complex in a neighborhood in Santa Cruz? How did he do that? I had a thoughtful neighborhood engagement process before that ever happened. We engaged with the neighbors and we made some promises and we had a pilot time and we fulfilled it. And now we've been able to show that we've reduced the impact of homelessness in this neighborhood. Not only that, we've improved vastly. And look where we are at the footbridge across from the old Ross camp. And we've shepherded a homeless camp. Not only has it been successful, it's been, the neighborhood didn't even know a camp was down there. Let me stop my little personal rant. Transitional encampment is, so the city and the county have been running their own managed encampments. They're not homeless professionals. What they do is they hire people off the street. Now they have this person getting $25 an hour overnight. Yes, they sleep on the job, wake up. And everybody who's in that space gets a tent. Food comes in. They open their mouth like a little bird. The food goes in. Chirp, chirp, go to sleep. And you're told by a paid person what to do. You're ordered around. It's a social stratification. You're forever homeless. And the people are paid to treat you like you're homeless. It's not a leveling up. Transitional encampment levels people up. It's the most successful sheltering concept in the entire country about healing people's homelessness. Also, crime goes down wherever these spaces occur. We want transitional encampment certification process for nonprofits in Eugene, Seattle, Portland. It actually happens on city or county property finally, and it's been so successful up there that they pay for the budget 100%, and it's only pennies on the dollar compared to what the city and the county have been paying, $1 million easily for these encampments for only 50 people. And then finally, a safe sleep zone. And then wet camps, now that we call them meth and heroin camps, but they are going to exist. So we need, as a community, to talk about how those are going to be engaged. We want to institute this. We want to interact with these camps. Wherever light shines, darkness can't be in these spaces. I'm just ranting at you. I'm about to go speak at and gather some people at San Lorenzo Park and talk about options and what's possible. Is there going to be a resistance to this? Of course, it's a COVID moment, and it's pre-Christmas. It's Christmas. How can the city be shutting down this park over Christmas? It's the weirdest thing anybody we could ever have imagined. How bad, mean-spirited is that? They're not offering a single thing. They're not offering a place where people can go to. They're not offering to help people move. They're not, and they're lying to us again that there's a shelter beds out there. Chris Youngren's phone number's on the flyer. Call it. There's no shelter. I'm sorry. We as a community need to take the reins and take responsibility for our collective challenge of homelessness and stop ceding it, letting it, all these mega nonprofits take control of the story. We need a new story. This is us. We take better care of ourselves. There are some real cogent ways we can do that and improve our communities. And we can improve our parkland, our green spaces, and have some encampments out there. I think I've said enough. Probably forget lots of things, but thanks.